This talk is about the Freedom of Information Act, which is a federal law found at 5 U.S. Code Section 552. The idea behind this law is that the government should be transparent. The government's business is the people's business. People have a right to documents held by the federal government, except in certain limited circumstances. FOIA, as it's called, allows access to many but not all documents in the possession of the federal government. For state and local government, state laws apply. Most states have laws very similar to federal FOIA. Go to the website at the bottom of the screen for access to federal general information on FOIA from the Department of Justice. Things to be aware of when filing a FOIA request. First of all, your request must be for a document. You cannot force the government to create a document. It has to be a document that they already have. It can be held either in hard copy or in electronic form, and you can also request it in hard copy or in electronic form. You have to make your request in writing. You will need some information about which federal agency has the record or records that you want. The more information you have, like the title of the document, names, dates, businesses associated with it, the more likely you are to get the documents you're requesting. See the website on the bottom of the screen to get the addresses of specific agencies' FOIA officers. Then send a written request. Remember, mark the letter to clearly show that it is a FOIA request. Something like subject, FOIA request, FOIA. Provide all of the details that you have, names, companies, dates, etc. The more information you supply, the more likely you are to get the records. Indicate if you know where the records are held. For instance, if you think that the documents are in the San Francisco regional office of the agency, say that. Provide your name, address, email, and phone number in case they need to reach you. Date the letter. It's also a good idea to send it certified mail, receipt requested, so that you can prove that the agency got it and when they got it. Most agencies will send you a letter acknowledging receipt of your request and saying that they will look for your documents. Next, the agency should respond to you in writing to acknowledge that either they have your documents and how much it will cost to reproduce them. They are allowed to charge you a reasonable reproduction fee, often 25 cents a page. It's different by different agencies. Sometimes they'll say they can't find the documents. Sometimes they will send you documents that are a piece of paper, but they're completely blacked out. There's no information you could see, or almost all of the information is covered up. That's called redacted. We'll talk in a minute about what to do in that case. The government should send you a letter 20 days after they receive your request, either sending you the documents or telling you they need an additional 10 days if they're hard to locate or there are a lot of documents and it's going to take them a while to copy. If you don't hear at all from them, which does happen, you should get back in touch with them. You should send a written letter to the same address saying FOIA request, second attempt. You should attach the original letter that you sent and send it to them, and again, registered mail, and obviously keep a copy of everything. If you just cannot get a response from them, I suggest that you contact your congressperson's office in your region and ask them to assist you, and they will be able to help you. Once they've located the records, and they will tell you how much they will cost, you can decide. You could go inspect them if you're close enough, because you may not need all of them. You could also ask to get them in electronic format, which may be less expensive and may be more convenient if you need to send them on to someone. To access the sample FOIA request, go to the website of the First Amendment Coalition listed at the bottom of this page and check under resources, and you'll see some sample FOIA requests. Also, see the second website located at the bottom of the page and the third that are general information on FOIA requests, and the last website gives you access to state Freedom of Information Act laws for each state. So these laws are pretty similar generally to the federal act, but they're all a little bit different. In the next video, part 2, we're going to talk about what to do if they either deny you access to records or they provide records that have so much covered up that they're not useful. We'll talk about the lawful ways in which they can withhold information, but what to do if they withhold information they should be giving you.